Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Treble. I'm your host Caesar, and we're back. We're back. Took another week off, not by choice, by life. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so bringing more positive energy in, and you know what? Life has been happening, but I'm still trying to do as much as I can, trying to record as much as I can, and still continue to put out as much content as I can. I know I promised a couple episodes ago that I'll be back on social media or post more on social media. But like I said, life has just been crazy. And sometimes you just go through it, right? You can't help it. It is what it is. But here, we're back. I have a special episode for you. It's focused on Demi Lovato's new album, Selena Gomez's new single, and all great things Halloween music. Now, a lot of people are saying that Halloween music needs to be more epic or people need to create more Halloween music, but I just feel like the music that we currently have is pretty cool, pretty good. I mean, there's no such thing as Halloween season, so maybe that's why not a lot of artists create this kind of music, but it's still a pretty cool, not genre, but there's still some good songs in there. Okay. So we're going to get into those. We're going to get to the album and we're going to get to the single. So make sure that you grab your coffee, grab a drink, keep listening, follow the playlist down below, and enjoy listening to this podcast. So appreciate you all. Love you all. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking. If you're not new here and you're returning, I appreciate you as well because I can only grow as much as people love these episodes, right? And I really want to share my thoughts, feelings, commentary, everything about music. Now, I may not like every genre or everything. We may not agree, but that's what I like about the internet. And that's what I like to hear about other music content creators because of the differences. And so, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, guys. So the single that you should be listening to, play it on repeat, put it on your playlist, keep listening to it, stream it, whatever platform you have. Let's make this a big, massive hit, and that is Selena Gomez with "In the Dark." This song, you guys, it's so nostalgic. It's so epic to her Droplets era. If you know about her Droplets era, that's when she was releasing Wolves, Fetish, Bad Liar. They were just singles that she was releasing with different sounds, with different kind of energies, and people were loving that era. People were loving her dropping singles, giving us music videos. I am surprised because this song is off a soundtrack from Nobody Wants This season 2. I'm surprised that she did a music video for this because I feel like we didn't get any more music videos from her previous album, and I'm just so disappointed with that because I wanted her to continue that what is it called, that continuation, right, of her last album that she released earlier this year. But to get a music video where she's shining, where she's like being just so her, and I don't mind Benny Blanco, but for her to be back solo was such a great thing. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it at all. There was an article out there that I read that she was supposed to drop this kind of like as a surprise to her fans, as a thank you for her fans during her birthday back in July. So then I was like, that would have been so cool if she just gave us another song. Girl, like, we love this kind of music. We love this Selena. We love the Selena where she's giving us this dance pop music. I feel like she truly does shine and she sounds great. Like, one of her bigger hits off her last album was Blue as Flames. It was the pop album Charlie XCX inspired. And so, yeah, like, I truly do miss her in this. I miss her in the pop world. I miss her doing great pop and miss her doing more of that sultry pop music. Like, if she were to just stick to that, or you know what, let's not put her in a box, but if she would just give us a full album of that, trust me, it would be amazing. It would be so refreshing to see from that, because I feel like that's where she truly shines. That's where she shines, and I feel like that's just like what people love about her, is that sultry pop vibe, you know, more like more slowed down. And then when she does those big pop hits, like, that's where people love about Selena, and I agree with them. So it's this funky 80s electronic pop inspired track. I love the theme of it. Basically, she's talking about unconditional love, how she will always love them no matter what, even in the dark. Like, And I feel like it's more than that. I feel like when they're going through a tough time, or maybe they're not having the greatest emotional stabilization, or if they're going through a difficult mental health issue or something, not issue, but mental health struggle, then like I truly feel like that's what she's saying. I will always love you, right? Even in the dark. So I think the whole theme of it's cool. I love the sound. I love the production. We finally got a great bridge. Like Selena, like this is what we've been waiting for. And it's perfection, honestly. It's gonna become, I think, one of my favorite tracks of this year. I'm excited to share that with you because the year's coming to an end in like 8 weeks, right? Or 10 weeks or something like that. And I'm just excited for that, the holiday season, as well as rounding up my list of all the great music. Now, more on that later. But yes, check her out. Check out Selena. I don't have to introduce you to her. I don't have to tell you who she is. I could say 99% of the population know who she is. So check out In the Dark. All right, guys. So let's move on to the album of the hour, album of the year. I'm not going to say year. The album of the week. Okay. It's Demi Lovato's Not Too Deep. Now, what's iconic about this? I love the album cover. I feel like the album cover truly represents the theme of this album, I would say, because she's in her own zone, in her own lane. She's not really looking around the chaos. And I like that cover. I wish she was just, I don't know, maybe a little bit closer so we can actually see her. And maybe that's just because it's on my phone and, you know, the album cover is just like the cover and she's kind of like in the middle, a little smaller. But other than that, great music from Demi Lovato. It's a pure pop album, which we've never gotten from Demi. We've always had, you know, pop rock Emmy, with R&B Emmy, with like super ballady Demi, and I think for her to give us this pop perfection was just perfect because I feel like it represents where she is at life. I know during her rock era, there was a lot of concern about her. There was a lot of media stories where like, oh, what is she doing? This isn't her. Even though the only issue I do have with a lot of artists who say like, well, this next album, this represents me. This next album represents me. This is the true authentic me. This is the true authentic me. And I feel like you can't say that as an artist because you're always growing. You're always evolving. You can say at this moment, this is how I feel. At this moment, I want to do this genre and sing about this music and all this great stuff. Kind of like what she did with like back in like 2018 with Tell Me You Love Me. Like that album was so perfect. It had a combo of like R&B, pop, her ballads, great deep depth stories, and I feel like it's one of her stronger albums that represented her at that time. Just how when her next album, the Art of Starting Over, that represented her at that time, right? It represented her story. She told us a lot of personal matters that happened to her between the last album and that new album. And then when when she switched to the rock, that was her at that time. That was her at that moment. She felt like doing rock. Doesn't mean you have to say this is authentically me. A lot of artists don't write authentically or they don't represent themselves authentically. It's fine. Like we all know it's just about the music. It's about creating great music. And she did with that with rock. And so she just did a great album with that rock album. And so it's just one of those things that I don't really like about artists who say, this next album represents me. Not represents me. This next album's authentically me. It's like, no, we're always shifting and growing. You do not have to say that as an artist. Okay, so going back to the album. That album for her, I feel like truly shows us where she is right now because there's just been so many struggles and changes in her life. First of all, her health looks so much greater. She's married. She's like growing up. She's like going to like, she's just getting older and growing up. And I think that's where she is. She's just extremely happy. And I think she wasn't happy in her teen years, in her 20s, because of what she was dealing with and everything she was going through. So yeah, I wouldn't be happy either. And so I think this album is great. I love this album. I wouldn't know where to place it, like on her top album, right? In my ranking, just on a personal matter. If it's your top choice, great for you. Like, I'm so happy that you're loving this. Like, one thing that I wasn't expecting from this album, just because of the way she spoke about it, just because of the way that she was promoting it, she said she just wanted to have fun, which is awesome. But she still had ballads in there. She still had slow tracks, which disappointed me just a little bit. Not because they're not great songs, they're beautiful songs. They're so deep, like so internally deep. Like, if you pay attention to the theme and the lyrics of those songs, you're like, oh shit, like she's getting real with you. But she represented this album as like, oh, it's pop, it's fun. I just want to have fun. I want to have fun. Great. I love the singles she put out. Like, the singles that she put out were all that. The rest of the album doesn't feel that. It doesn't feel that just let me just have fun. There's a lot of topics in there that are very not heavy, but they get into you. They really do expose you of what she was going through. And that was the only thing that I didn't love about this. I was expecting an album full of hits, big pop hits, big strong pop, songs like Fast, Here All Night, and Kiss. The only one I can say that we got when this album was released was Frequency. Honestly, I think Frequency is like a better track, like one of her better tracks, which we'll get into a little bit later. But that was it. Every other song felt a little slower, felt more deep when it came to the theme and the lyrics. And so I didn't really get that big pop feel that she said, oh, I just want to have fun, guys. This album's full of pop, like perfection and just fun music. It's great music, production wise. It's still great, but it wasn't as big as those hits. And not to say big, it just didn't feel as pop as the hits and the singles she released earlier, leading up to the album. So that was my only thing. I think I would say my only like complaint about this album, or not complaint, like something I disagree, was the rollout. I really felt like we got just the big pop hits in the rollout. Like, we first got Fast, then we got Here All Night, then we got Kiss. And then when the album actually came out, we got Let You Go, which is a slower track, and it wasn't a big pop, like a big pop record. And then, she just released a music video where she's performing live, more slow, more piano driven. It wasn't even like the production was really hyped. It was still like a good pop mixture in the production, but it was a slower song. And it was about basically like, letting go of the past and letting go of someone. And it was more somber, more slower, more heavier, like the theme. It wasn't about having fun. So that's where I was kind of conflicted about this. But like I said, the album's great. I love the album. I think if I would have rolled out this album, my dream, okay, if I was the A&R person, which, come on guys, hire me, because I know I can do a great job with that. The way I would have rolled out this album, if we stick to the same kind of singles that they wanted to put out before the album, right? So as the rollout kept coming through, I would have put out first Fast, of course, because it really signified her sound. Here All Night, it's very like dance heavy. It's very I feel like the music video really showcased a different side of Demi dancing, and even like the whole aesthetic of it was pretty cool because it still kind of gave us that like edgy Demi, which I liked. Then I would have released Let You Go. Honestly, I would have released Let You Go, show her vocals more, expressing her feelings, giving us a more deeper song, more in-depth song. And then I would have given us Kiss with the album release, the music video, the just the fun of it, the radio like push of it. Like, hello, come on, you guys. Like, I would have done that because Kiss is such a fun track. It's still pop. It's still very like one of those tracks that you can just play over and over. And the music video, honestly, it's a little controversial, whatever, but who cares? She's like 30 something years old. Let her. She's not a kid anymore. So yeah, I would have just done it that way. That way, when the album came out, there's that like push, that momentum of like, hey guys, this is album. This album is about having fun and just enjoying yourself, enjoying life. And so yeah, that's the way I would have done it. Now, vice versa, I can see why Let You Go was the last one, because when you hear the rest of the album, you're like, okay, it's a slower album. It's pop. It's still pop instruments and production, but it wasn't as like, you know. So it is what it is. I love these songs. I love the album. I do love the album. I love the themes. I think they're great. It's a very Demi album with just a little bit more pop, right? Less of the pop rock, less of the R&B, less of that style that she has done in the past. She's never really done an album like this. So it's a still great album. I would say my favorite songs are Little Bit. My top three favorite songs are Little Bit, Kiss Me, and Frequency. Little Bit, it's such a cute little bop. I love the production. It's a little slower, but it's just like this really like repetitive beat that I do enjoy. And it's a little bit more out there on the production side. And it's not as huge. It's still a good pop song, but it's not as huge. It's so nice. It's so cool. I just love the whole theme of it. Like, she just wants a little bit of you and wants to enjoy life with you. And I just love that for her, because I know that that's what she always wanted. She wanted a partner in life. She wanted to be in love, and she wanted to just grow a life with someone. Now that she's married, she has that. And I truly do enjoy that for her. And I'm so happy for her. And it's just one of the better things that has happened in her life. Now, at number 2, I am going to place Kiss Me, because Kiss Me, it's such a Demi sultry pop sound that I feel like she should have just released it with the album. Man, that was like I don't know. Overall, I love this song. This song's so good. It's just about having fun. She says she loves to kiss. Good, fucking kiss the world. Who cares? Like, I mean, she's married, but before that, right? Before that. But she just talked about having fun, enjoying life, and enjoying other people's company, and enjoying just what it is to do something that she wants to do with somebody. And if she loves to kiss, great. Go freaking do it with your husband all you want, girl. Like, just do it. But overall, that sounds so cool. Like, it's just a big, heavy pop record. And I love that for her. And I love the song. So number 2 is Kiss Me. At number 1, my favorite song, it's been on repeat. It's called Frequency. I think Frequency, when she teased it, I was like, man, this song is going to be a hit. Which I would have released that as a single, as the final single when this album came out. But Frequency is so cool. It's about you wanting to be in the same frequency level of your partner, and do life with them, and how you just want to have fun with them, and let's enjoy this ride of life. And the production is the best on the album. I love that she's also like, in a sense, cussing. She's cussing the shit out of the song, and I love that. I love that, because she's just saying, let's just fuck up the beat. So basically, like, let's just have fun. Let's have fun with life. Let's have fun with this in this world. And yeah, be on my level, right? You be on my level. Let's be together. Let's have the same frequency, and let's not take over the world, but let's have fun and let's enjoy life. So that's what I love about the song. It's so cool. I love Frequency. I feel like I understand why it couldn't be a single, because of the whole chorus basically has the F word in it. But at least a little video, girly. A little clean version, girly. Like, I would have digged it, So it is what it is. But there you go. Demi Lovato's In Too Deep. Such a great album. Other themes that she's exploring is love. She's talking about forgiveness. She's talking about personal growth. She's talking about how she is just growing so much that she's letting go of the past and all those past experiences and traumas, and letting go of fears, and letting go of just everything that's been holding her back. And I love those things for her. I'm so glad she explored them. Go listen to it. Really listen to the album. Go listen to it and read the lyrics along with it, because you will understand what I mean when I say, yes, she has these big pop records, but half of the album is slower and have deeper meanings and depth and themes, and that was something unexpected. Honestly, I thought she was just gonna give us a big pop, have fun, party it up type of record, but she didn't. She actually gave us depth. So, like I said, it was a little bit contradictory in the beginning. I kind of like, man, do I like this? Do I not? But eventually, I listened to it a little bit more, listened to it, and really paid attention to the lyrics and kind of themes. And I was like, I love this album. I think this is one of her better albums. It's one that I honestly can say it's unskippable, and most of her albums were skippable to me, except her like most recent albums. I feel like they've been hits after hits after hits. So yeah, guys, go listen to the album, check her out. She's doing amazing things. I'm so excited for Demi. I've been loving all the podcasts she's been doing, all the interviews, just everything. So I can't wait for her to show us more of who she is and where she's at in life with her next project. Okay, everybody. So let's move on to the final part of this podcast. See, and I just leave this stuff on the podcast. I don't care if I mess up, whatever. Do I cut out a few little things here and there? Yes, I do. Yes, I do when I really mess up. But when I don't, just keep going. Okay, so let's move on. Halloween music. Like I said, Halloween music isn't as big as Christmas music because we only listen to it for about a week. At least I do. But yeah, let's get into it. So this is Halloween music in the pop world, in the pop scene, right? These are like the pop songs that kind of give me that the Halloween vibe, although they're not meant for Halloween. So let's start off with Victoria Justice Loves Zombie. Girl, she released this the day Taylor Swift released her album, The Life of a Showgirl. Like, what? Like, Victoria Justice literally has done this like 2 or 3 times where she's releasing music the day Taylor Swift releases an album. Girl, you know you're not going to get the streams, which is fine. And I love that for her because she said, everyone can win. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the charts. It doesn't matter. I just want to put out my music when I want to put it out. I love that. Confidence. But yes, this gives me very much Halloween vibes. It's about being in love with the zombie. It's about feeling all this creepiness. Like, you just hear it in the album. You just hear it in the song, right? So that gives me that type of vibe, like true Halloween vibe music. And it doesn't feel too Halloweenish, where you can actually listen to this on another day. So, not another day, another holiday. And not so much like Christmas and stuff. But you can listen to it like year round. Okay? So, Love Zombie by Victoria Justice. Go listen to that. She did her thing. Rihanna, Disturbia. Like, girl, even the music video gives me like Halloween vibes. So, Rihanna with Disturbia. We all know that song, iconic, epic, one of her bigger hits that she has released. And then next is Lady Gaga, of course. Lady Gaga. I feel like a whole fucking album can be just a Halloween music, but let's just stick to 2 songs. First of all, Bloody Mary off her Born This Way album truly does give me like more like that darker tone, Halloween tone. And also the Dead Dance back with Wednesday, right? When Wednesday season 2 soundtrack. Back in like September or August, she released this. I think the Dead Dance is a perfect Halloween song, honestly. And even like the music video gives us Halloween vibes, right? With the outfits and everything like that. Also, Sam Smith with Unholy featuring Kim Petras gives me like a more darker vibe, especially the performances he did. Also with like the type of video he did, like with it, gives me more like that LGBTQ plus type of Halloween song. So yeah, Unholy featuring Kim Petras, go listen to it. And of course I could not leave this song out because it's been a mega hit. It's the Soulja Boys? I think I misspelled it. The Soulja Boys with Your Idol off the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack. Man, oh man, oh man, this gives true Halloween vibes, creeps, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I think that should be an established Halloween song, which I hope it becomes that. I hope people are picking up on that because, yeah, it's a good song. Like, they killed it with this song. Like, even the whole theme of it's like spooky. It's very dark and very like, I don't know, a little creepy. If you listen to the lyrics and you pay attention to the lyrics, it's a little creepy. Like, you're literally trying to worship someone. So it's like, oh. But let's move on to the actual Halloween established songs that we all grown to love. Maybe you like these, maybe you don't, but I love these. I love these 4 songs. I think they're epic. We're going to start off with China and McClain, Calling All the Monsters. Back in Disney Channel days, guys, if you are a Disney kid, Nickelodeon kid, or even if you know who China and McClain is, Calling All the Monsters was just epic, guys. She literally made this song for Halloween. The music video's cute, you know, with all the Halloween costumes, the dance she did, the facial expressions she did with this music video, just about calling all the monsters in a sense. Like, it's just became an epic Disney Halloween song. And I think no one else has done that. I don't think there's other artists, Miley, Selena, Demi, Hillary, Raven. I don't think they've done that with like a Halloween song. So, or maybe Raven has, now that I'm thinking out loud and speaking out loud. Maybe Raven has, but I can't recall. But yes, Calling All the Monsters by China McClain. It's cute. It's a little cute song. Yes, it's more juvenile. Yes, it does sound a little bit more kiddish. I still play that shit. I don't care. I'm still like, you know what? This is cool. I like the song. She did a great job freaking being like 14, 15, singing these like vocals. Like, yeah, she's a singer. And I hope she comes back to music. Next, we have Ray Parker Jr. with Ghostbusters, the theme song. I think that's just epic, an epic Halloween song, especially because the whole theme of it, right? Like, you're a Ghostbuster, and even the music video, even the movie Ghostbusters, right, gives us that vibe. It's about ghosts. It's about like, it's not surrounded about Halloween or anything like that, but just talking about ghosts is like so creepy. And it's not as like scary, right? This song's not as scary. It doesn't feel scary. You just know it's a hit when it comes to the time of Halloween. You know people are playing this song for sure. And then at number four, I have Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me. Now this one is creepy. I feel like sometimes I am creeped out with this song, but I love it. Like, I just love that sound, the more smoother sound, the more like 70s 80s feel type of sound. Like, the production is just so good, and I just love this song. I think this song is truly one of the more Halloween themed songs around. So yeah. And then number one, we have the most epic Halloween song ever that it has made history. It has made inspired so many, what do you say, dances or choreograph mosh. I can't even recall. Anyways, Michael Jackson, Thriller. It's such an iconic hit, especially with the music video, like how he turns into like this werewolf fucking type of thing with all the costume and the dances. He literally, I would say, has the best Halloween song ever. Michael Jackson set the pace, he set the tone, he set the standard, and no one has hit that. And so I think he's just will always be iconic with that. We know him from Thriller. I think that's one of his bigger hits ever. And I think it's just so cool to see that, what he did with pop, what he did that when he was on top of, not to say top of the world, but he was the best artist out there, and he truly did shine. He showed us who he was, and it's just so cool. It was so cool to see this. Growing up, I really wasn't understanding of him. I didn't really like listen to him just because of the way that I grew up, the people I was surrounded with. I grew up with more hip hop, R&B music, but as I grew into my own and really developed my own liking of music and not really caring what people thought of my music, I truly explored more genres. And when I came across Michael Jackson and truly know who he was and given more of the depth, I was like, wow, this guy is a genius. He literally took over Halloween. And not only that, like, he seriously made such great hits. But I believe this is one of his bigger hits, especially because of Halloween. People are playing it. People are doing the dance to it. Groups of people are doing this, like, in their costumes. It's just an epic Halloween song, and I don't think no one will ever top this. So go check him out if you haven't. For you Gen Zers, or if you're younger or even older, you want to feel a little bit more nostalgic or you haven't listened to him in a while, go listen to this. Man, like, it's so cool. Like, I just love it. The dance, everything. It's just one of one of the greatest pop masterpieces ever created. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Love you. Like, subscribe, all the amazing things. Tell me in the comments, what did you like? What didn't you like off this episode? Like, who's your favorite? Like, what's your favorite, like, Halloween song? Did you like Demi's album? Did you like Selena's song? Like, let's just keep it in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for the support. I truly appreciate it. Go listen to the playlist. Maybe I should do like a watch playlist, like on YouTube. Okay. Ideas. Anyways, go do all the great stuff, all the great things. I appreciate you. Love you. So I love all the support. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Can't wait for the next year's. Can't wait for next week's episode. It's gonna be so cool because I will be doing like an October roundup, which is something I haven't really done in a good while, and just go into depth a little bit more of the songs and my favorite songs of the month. I don't do album roundups because they're just a little bit more harder to do because I don't really like I shouldn't say this, but I don't really like I haven't been liking a lot of albums lately. Okay, I've been loving songs and singles, but just not albums. But in my monthly roundup of October, it's gonna be so much fun getting that ready for you. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, say it louder. It's only Treble.